Uh, Hi. I've joked in my previous videos that I only have like 3 people who watch my things, but for this one, I actually wanted to be professional. I kinda quit YouTube a while back to work on my music, and albeit my musical talent isn't anything huge, but mainly, I've been kind of off and on with YouTube for a while now, and I think I'm finally ready to do that again. I'm not one to overshare, but for those of you who don't know, mainly the people who watch this, I have a few friends who watch my videos. I'm a senior in high school, and with my lack of motivation being through junior year, and any American school student can agree with me that it sucks to be a junior, I focused on myself. I found amazing people, lost people, blah blah blah, whatever people stuff. I'm here to say now that I want to give YouTube another try. So in today's video, I'm going to give a completely new thing a try. I'll also be uploading a few other videos just to kind of get my cogs turning again, but let's get into this analysis.
I've been so good, I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good.
Now, before I start, I want to divide this song into a few sections. If you don't know who AJR is, I'll explain that now. Jack, Matt, and his brothers Ryan and Adam are the 3 people behind the group. As you could maybe obviously guess, that's where they get their name. I'm not going to sit here and give you a whole history lesson on them, though, as I'm here to talk about the song and what the ordinary person can take away from it. Keep in mind, I'll be calling the person from each song the singer, as there is a lot of speculation between the song's stories being told by Jack, Adam, or Ryan, so I'll just kind of avoid that as much as I can. So, with that being said, let's begin. Neo Theater is an album that covers the growing pains of growing up. It tells a multitude of stories from a different brother's perspective as it travels through the beginning to the unforeseeable future. Birthday Party shows how naive and blissful youth is and how stupidly cruel the real world is. Turning Out Part 2 shows a regretful reflection of love and how hard it is to come to terms with the end of it. Dear Winter is a heartfelt letter to a daughter that doesn't exist yet, while exploring the singer's insecurities. And Karma explores the desperate why of mental health, and that song specifically is what I'll be talking about. Well, starting off with the fact that karma quite literally is a term of what goes around comes around, the song starts off with a few lines talking about how good the singer has been trying to be fulfilling and hardworking, but the payoff is shown to be absolutely nothing. It explains how you can get therapy, but you'll only be met with more questions than answers. The song feels impatient, but in a human way. It has that tone of, yeah, I know, obviously, but why? Even going on to ask why they even booked the appointment. The lyric, am I crazier than other patients, goes into the need for relatability and the craving for that knowledge of not being the only one. But once you get to the most impactful part of the song, that's where you feel the true emotion. I wish I could put the full song here, but it's too risky with how YouTube is. Instead, I'm playing a lo-fi remix by Lunarisk that I've linked in the description. The impactful part of the song is built up with silence. The music stops, and the only sound you can hear is the trance-like bass as you hear the lyrics. So give me some kind of diagnosis of why I'm so hollow. Please give me instructions, and I promise I'll follow. I might have worded that really wrong, and I probably did, but, you know, me. I'd continue the rest, but that's the specific part that made me want to make this video. The idea of someone begging to name their poor mental state, enough to promise that they do whatever is needed, is what gives this song the meaning. And that leads me to the end of this analysis. AJR's Neo Theater is certainly one of my favorite works of music ever. I would love to make a review of the whole album, but that's something that I think will have to be shown with time, whether or not I want to commit to it or if this thing gets any views. But my main sentiment here is that I'm glad you watched this. Thank you. And if you aren't too troubled, maybe come by and give me a sub or something. That would really help me out. Also, I have a band. If you would check us out, that would be greatly appreciated. I left the band channel and the lo-fi cover in the description, so please do check both of those out. Anyways, that's about it. Be sure to tell me what song you'd want next. Bye.